Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a pick a card reading of what is my strongest spiritual gift in this lifetime. So please do pick a card. We have group 1 on the left, group 2 in the middle, and group 3 on the right. So take your time now. You can pause the video if you need to and make your selection now. Timestamps will be in the description box below. Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a fun little pick a card reading for what is your strongest spiritual gift, okay? And so this I did 3 piles. So in this lifetime, what is your strongest spiritual gift is the question that we're asking Spirit today. And then we're going to go from there and just see, have a nice little fun time. So please do like, share, subscribe, hit that old bell button. If you haven't yet, that helps my channel to grow and expand, and I very much appreciate that. Let me kind of move this around a little. There we go. Yeah. All right, so I very much appreciate all of the support. Thank you to those who have donated to my channel. It has allowed me to get some really fun tarot cards for the channel, and that's been very, very helpful. Okay. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, I guess I should say, if you would like to do a private reading with me, or I also do energy alignment sessions, coaching, mediumship sessions, etc., you can check out my website. It's www.thewhisperingdragonfly.com. You will book your appointment or session with me through my website. All right, so thank you so much. Let's get going. Woo-hoo. All right, so we'll start with pile 1. So pile 1, let's get into your energies here. So your spiritual gifts, you chose already. Let's see if that will. It's super rainy day today, so you might hear some of the wind going. There we go. You chose the tumbled turquoise stone. So before we even look at your archetypes and the other types of spiritual gifts, I feel like pile 1, those of you who chose this pile are very, excuse me, I have an itch. Someone might be talking about us. So you guys are very, very compassionate. You are the healers or balancers, okay? Those of you who chose this pile may be in a healing profession. Oh my God. And that healing profession could be nursing or spiritual healing, Reiki, massage therapy, chiropractic, you know, hands-on work, or you might be healing energetically. But your strongest spiritual gift is to be a healer. And what I'm showing, they're showing me the hands, because I'm also a massage therapist, and so they're showing me part of my journey. Your hands are very activated. So even those of you who may be like an artist as well, because a lot of healing types are also creative, it's hands-on. So you're very good with your hands, pile 1, okay? And so this is even just even if you haven't entered into a healing profession, this is you just like have some of the best hugs. Like people will say, oh wow, your hugs are amazing, group 1. You know, you have that nurturing quality, whether you're male or female, that really makes people feel comfortable to open up themselves, and the way that you're able energetically to translate those vibrations to bring them into a place of alignment. I also feel like even during tough times, you have the ability, group 1, to be the ever optimist, okay? So even when you're feeling down and out, you are able to find some sunshine in the clouds where some people really are not able to do that. So you're an uplifter by nature, and that is part of your calling. So I haven't looked at these cards yet, so I shuffled the first archetype cards just to make the picture for the piles and get the energy going. So you got first archetype, the healer. So what did I just say? Your main archetype in this lifetime, your main spiritual gift is to be the healer. We also have the ring, and I just want to look for sure to see what this interpretation is of the ring. So let me just try and find it. There we go. Okay, the ring is your second archetype, and in addition to, oh, beautiful. Addition to the archetype that I was intending to just get one, but it seems like all the piles have more than one, like two or more that came out. So pile one, the ring says the infinite, the wheel, the connection. This is connectedness, humility, sacred cycles. Okay, so you are indeed that ring. Okay, some of you, even if you're not married yet, have very good marriage karma. You're very healing and nurturing in relationships. Okay, this is showing how it is that you do your healing. Your spiritual gift is so beautiful because you're able to jump the timelines without even knowing it. So you see the connectedness of all things. So it's kind of like how when Jesus healed people, he saw them in a state of total wellness, and because he held them in that space of total wellness, they healed because the vibration or the frequency of lack or dis-ease or discomfort could not survive in his vibration. Okay, and same's true for you. You very much have that healing presence where you can see a person at their soul level and completely well, and you're able to connect those dots for the person so that that energy can flow through, that wellness. You have an innate ability to understand the infinite, and it's so natural to you that you don't even feel like it's a talent. Okay, that's part of what a spiritual gift is that it is so natural to you. You've always been able to know how to help people. Okay, you also the secret language of light cards, your gift in your healing and is channeling. Okay, let's see if this card will come into focus. They're kind of shiny. So you have the gift of channeling, pile one, and so you channel source energy right through your hands. Some of you may channel it through your voice. Okay, we all heal with different ways. So your main gifts is this ability to channel source and spirit for healing, either through the hands or through the voice. Some of you may be very good singers, because I'm reminded of one of my friends who sings in light language like this, a very angelic type of singing and toning that's very healing to the body. It helps your body to align itself. Okay, you also got expansion. You are here to expand on your own knowledge and to help others expand. Here's the Merkaba there. So you sit in your Merkaba and travel, flit around the universe here, helping other people to expand and to transform. You got transformation. Okay. I feel like for many of you, you're also very old souls. So you're really expanding in your knowledge at this time. You're expanding in your abilities. So I feel like you are able to draw upon multiple different lifetimes in order to use your gift. For those of you, I feel like you're very empathic because we got broken heart upside down. So in this position, I feel like part of the job that you do here is you help people to heal from their broken hearts. I will say, word of caution, some of you who are single and have been in like the dating relationship situation, I feel like pile one, you're highly empathic. So you may have attracted people who have been in need of alignment or have been in need of healing. So I feel like while you have helped them to heal a broken heart, sometimes Spirit's really saying they would like to bring you someone that is relationship ready and that is also in their own power. They may also be a healer. So it's not about fixing the broken. ever, okay? But people, I feel like you are moving up at this time in your spiritual gifts. Yeah. You're releasing attachments to people in old situations, okay? So that you can have the life that you'd like. So it's basically like Spirit saying, yeah, we have rest and rejuvenation. So as an empath, you need to rest and rejuvenate. Let go of your attachments to people being a certain way. Or Spirit's also saying, just because someone only accepts a certain amount of the healing does not mean that it hasn't worked, okay? Doesn't mean that you failed. I feel like some of you are really hard on yourselves, especially when it comes to the healing or relationship area of your life, okay? I feel like you get a little bit hard on yourself if someone doesn't heal as quickly as you thought that they should, or I feel like you're very, very sensitive in general, and so you may be sensitive to how others think about you. And Spirit's saying, look, that's not what you're here for. Your gift is to be a pure channel from Spirit. And I feel like some of you can be seen as naive. You're not naive at all. It's just that you're so empathic and you're choosing kindness. You're choosing to see things from a higher level. But they're saying to just allow anyone who maybe has been negative towards you or towards your gift. Some of you might have gifts that are a little bit different, you know, like my friend, you know, she was never intending to be a singer, and Spirit had her become this singer, and sometimes there's really weird tones that come out, and so people could see that as however they want to see it. Or like when I was first channeling spirits, and when mediumship came through for me, it was very uncomfortable. I felt embarrassed. I didn't want to, I was worried what people would think about me, and so I didn't want to say when there was a message coming through, because I was busy at work. You know, I was working at the airport as a bartender, and these spirits would knock me over, and then or break glasses in the middle of someone's conversation if I was not listening. And I've learned through time how to handle and have those boundaries even from the spirit world. But what they're saying is never be embarrassed about what other people will think about your gifts coming through. You just allow your gifts will shine on their own, and there's no need for anyone to have an opinion about it, or there's no need for you to pay attention to someone's opinion about your gift, okay? It's also not your job to save everyone. Because you are so intensely empathic, Spirit's really reiterating the rest and rejuvenation, and they're asking me to share with you briefly the story that my mentor gave me at first, because I am a prolific healer, and I am a you know, what seems like magical in how I do hands-on healing with people, okay? It's not magic per se. It's just learning how to use the energy, right? But when I was first, and I'm a 7 life path number, which is the psychic, the seer of truth, the one who can seize truth from people. People will tell me their business whether I want to know it or not, okay? And being that we do see what's going on as that life path number, but that doesn't mean someone has asked for my help, okay? And where my mentor was, we were on a trip, one of my first trip to Hawaii, and before I was asked to live here, and there was something going on with her knee, and I said, oh, do you want me to fix that for you? And she goes, wow, how arrogant of you. And I said, what do you mean arrogant? And she goes, well, what does I can fix that for you presuppose? And I said, well, it presupposes that I know better than you how to heal yourself. And it presupposes that I know more than you do when it comes to your health and wellness. And she goes, exactly. And she goes, how do you know that I'm not doing it on purpose? So there's always a reason, okay? And just because you can fix someone doesn't mean that you have permission to if they haven't asked you for it, okay? So some of you are really coming into new abilities, and while that is exciting, it's learning to ask questions in such a way that people ask for your help, okay? Because that's where their permission is. I think sometimes you can feel worn down because I feel like you're offering from this beautiful, innocent heart. But if people don't accept it and they haven't asked you for the help, that energy kind of rebounds to you. So that is just a little tidbit that Spirit wanted me to share with you. Okay. And so we have from the, what are these called? The Starseed Oracle. We have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Okay. I feel like you are able to give perspective to people that is super unbiased. Part of your gift and what you're really good at for healing is seeing the whole big picture. Like you can zoom out universally and really get to that. You're able to, Spirit showing, diffuse situations. Like it's almost like you can diffuse bombs, and these bombs are that like pent up anger and aggression and other things that people have. It's like just with a word or a touch, you're able to diffuse and then offer a much broader perspective to people that they can't offer for themselves. We have Breath of the Cosmos. And this says, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So basically it's showing the need to let go of attachment to how things happen. Universe is utilizing you as a tool. So you guys are co-creating together. You're filtering through for source and going for what you want, and really, really helping people. But they're saying no need to micromanage. Rest, relax, rejuvenate yourself, because the prayer is, I will to will thy will, and you're speaking to your inner being and to source. Okay, so you're able to really go for the higher will, the higher perspective, and Spirit's just saying no need to micromanage, because you're really intensely talented, pile one. Okay, we have Star Keeper. It's beautiful, these cards. It says, cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounder. So you are a cosmic ancestor. Many of you may be star seeds and light workers. I did just do a video for light workers, and there's other ones on my page. I'm trying to do those more regularly for the star seeds and light workers. So you may be aware already that you are not seeded from this planet. And so because you are from the stars, you are able to heal and give the more universal perspective. So for those of you who have already tuned in with the star systems, which are your home planet, fantastic. For those of you who don't resonate, that you feel like you're always here from Earth, fantastic. Then you're here from Earth. You tune in to that, okay? But I feel like you guys tune in to your higher planetary forces, and that's how you're able to really heal people in the way that you do, okay? And then we have, you've got the love. You've got the love. Yeah. It says Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries, okay? So you're really learning how to have boundaries, empath. Pile one, you guys are empaths to the max, okay? Very loving energy. You guys are lovers beyond lovers beyond lovers, okay? But part of that is learning how to have boundaries, because then people who are not empaths end up being kind of energy suckers, okay? And then from beyond Lemuria, you got transformation. What'd you get up here? Starseed, transformation. You are the great transformer. This made me think of the cartoon Transformers for some reason. I feel like you're able to really kind of shapeshift energies and yourself. I feel like right now, pile one, they are giving an additional message, with this being a 5-3, which translates to an 8. You are really going into yourself at this time, and they're saying you need to come back into your own energies, rest, rejuvenate, relax. You are going through a major transformation. They are also giving the additional message that right now your healing capabilities are going through a transformation. So you are leveling up. What this means is you might be having new sensations in your body. Some of you may have had ringing in your ears, or tingling in your hands, or feeling electrical pulses or charges more profoundly. Third eye tingling or a spinning sensation. Some people have migraines happening or body aches similar to a flu, because what I'm seeing is that you're able to your translation of the vibrations is moving to a higher frequency. Therefore, the healing energy that you're bringing through your channel is also moving to a higher frequency. So they're asking you to really rest and relax right now. And for some of you, they're also saying to start that business. So some of you have been really wanting to start a business. I'm seeing some people doing the tarot cards like I do on here. Some people, I'm seeing the massage tables, like they're really like doing hands-on work with people and starting your own business with that. And they're saying now is a really good time. So keep up with the creativity. Pile 1, that's absolutely amazing. I'm so stoked for you. Is there anything else? Nope. So your major spiritual gifts, you are an extreme empath, healer, and a channel for spirit. And I gotta tell you, I would love to get some body work done from those of you that are body work people, because the energy coming through this is very upper level in your abilities, whether you are aware or not. Okay, so that's all. All right, thank you so much, Pile 1. How fun was that? All right, I love it, love it, love it. So until next time, thank you. And then check out on my I did start a playlist called Light Workers. I think it only has the one video in it right now, but check out that video and I'll add more Lightworker and Starseed videos to that. In fact, this reading may go into that category. Okay, so we will see you next time. Okay, aloha. Aloha, Pile 2. Okay, so the question here is, what spiritual gifts is my strongest spiritual gift in this lifetime? Okay, so we're looking into what's your strongest gifts, okay, so more than one there. And let's get started. Please do like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. And there's the plug. All right. So we have, you chose the rose quartz. It's kind of hard to see. It's a rainy day here, so I had to like really do the light up. You see them? Okay. And it's this cute little kind of mini pyramid almost. So what this is telling me already, that your gift here is a lover. I feel like Pile 2, that you have a very childlike heart, or you may be opening to that childlike heart. You're very much lovers, learning through relationship. This is also called the Children's Stone. So some of you, your spiritual gift may be in parenting and teaching children, okay? Because you have this very nurturing spirit. Oh, beautiful. In the flame. Okay, gorgeous. Yeah, so it's interesting. Like, you have this way, you had 3 archetypes come out. 3. Also with the pyramid, 3. Okay, oops, the 3 sides there. So 3 may be a very important number to you. So I think you're understanding the basis of, like, your spiritual gift is really understanding the basis of life on earth. Okay, so you have this foundational and community-oriented self about you. So part of your spiritual gift is being able to connect the dots, but doing so with this very beautiful open heart. Okay, because your archetypes, you have the crone. So you're very, very wise. I feel like for many of you, your spiritual gift is teaching others, okay? You have the apocalypsis, or apocalypsis. This is that Okay, so the crone, if you're unfamiliar with this, this is in the female stages of life. Whether you be male or female doesn't matter, but your feminine energy is coming through it in the stage of the crone. So you have the maiden, the mother, the crone. Okay, so this is the stage of life where one has become aged, whether you be physically of a higher age or not. This is the one that understands the magic, that understands the universe. Some of you may consider yourself witches or warlocks, or ones that have really beautiful spiritual energy. I feel like your energy and one of your strongest gifts is you're able to shake up the norm. The apocalypsis energy is akin to the tower. Okay, so it's like that apocalyptic energy where you're able to really cut out. This reminds me of, like, because they showed me the death card, so that's Scorpio energy. If that means something to you, whether you be a Scorpio or you're dealing with one. But basically, this spiritual gift is one where it helps others to go into the death and rebirth. Like, you don't hold on to shit. Like, you how are they describing this? Like, you have the gift of cutting out the old and bringing in the new. Oops, excuse me, sorry about that. I'm just gonna bring that forward some. Okay, so you have this gift to destroy and then lay fertile ground. Okay, this is really the energy of the goddess Kali Ma. Okay, so if you know Kali Ma in, like, Hindu, look her up. But she is the great protector, destroyer. She can fight it. This is the divine feminine energy in its bad bitch capacity. Okay, you have, regardless if you're male or female, your divine feminine is absolutely in its highest position, meaning that you have the wisdom of the crone. You're able to cut out negative energies and completely transform it into something positive, like nobody's business. Okay, and then you have the flame as the third archetype that came out. Okay, and so this is basically, you are able to ignite the flame within people, and again, you're able to burn out the bullshit. Yeah. Anything else? If you are not a fire sign, I feel like you might have fire sign placements, because this is very fiery but loving energy. It's like that fire that burns eternally in the heart. This is what you bring to the table, pile 2. Okay, you bring a wisdom beyond wisdom. I feel like I want to sit with you at a table with tea or maybe a glass of whiskey, okay, and just listen to your stories. In Hawaii, how we exchange information and how we exchange the knowledge is what we talk story to one another. Okay, so if you're just, we sit at the table, we eat a good meal, and we talk story and learn the lessons of the universe. And I feel like that pile 2, this is your spiritual gift. You are able to be the storyteller and teacher just by being you. For some of you, I feel like you have an innate ability to process information. Like, what I'm seeing is trivia. Like the trivia, like, I would want you on my trivia team, okay? Because you know, like, so much information about everything, whether it matters or not, okay? And this comes in really handy. Like, you come to the table as the wise old owl or crow, or one that really knows the information. You're not, like, in people's face about it, okay? I feel like you, people come to you, but you're not like, oh, let me show you how this is done. Where a lot of empaths, I do feel like you're empathic, but I feel like you're an empath that has moved into its wisdom stages. So I feel like you have excellent boundaries here. Or if you don't currently, because I just heard someone scoff, okay? So if you don't currently, you are learning how to have those impeccable boundaries, because you're able to really burn out anything that doesn't need to be. All the denser energies can't survive around you. Like you bring the hammer, okay? Okay, and it says there is only light. And that's really you. You're coming through as that archetype of the flame, pure light. And that does not mean pure light as in the love and light hippies where it's ungrounded. No, you're very much aware of your shadow. And part of your spiritual gift is teaching that balance. I feel like your biggest spiritual gift is the teacher, the transformer, the creator. Like you are able, just with your energy, to really move things forward for yourself and others. I feel like you're very adept at moving things forward for others. I feel like for yourself, I don't think that you give yourself as much credit as you could, would, should. Okay, but you're really a badass. Okay, so that's like the best way I could describe it, like spiritual and otherwise. I just feel like I see some of you, like, it's very cute image, like teacher by day, very wise, goody goody, whatever, and then as soon as you get off, hair down, leather on the motorcycle. Okay, like there's just this multifaceted image of you, that you have the wisdom and the ability to play all the different roles. And because you're able to do that, you're really able to train people in such a way that's like, I'm telling you, it's like you guys are human lie detector pile 2. It's like you really cut through the bullshit. Okay, so it says jump in. This is Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Perfect. So this is spirit confirming kind of part of where you're from. Okay, so many of you may be from Andromeda or Andromedan galaxy. Most of us are, especially those of us living in Hawaii. And so I do feel like you have a new adventure coming in. So say yes to the change. Say yes to this increase in your spiritual gift. Some of you, I feel like, may be offered the chance to either, they're showing me, teach on spiritual lessons, okay? So I feel like in your career and otherwise, many of you have gotten your identity from there, and have been really working in the spiritual realm for yourself. You're actually highly evolved souls. But many of you have been doing the mundane or like muggle work, okay? And what they're showing is like you may get the opportunity now to bridge the gap. They're showing me my friend who has managed to start a program where she's really, she used to be corporate, you know, big companies, really high up in corporations, and then really delved into spiritual practices, and now she's helping large corporations to include spirituality and wellness and planetary consideration into their business practices. So making it a well-rounded business practice while maintaining really high profits. Okay, and so I feel like you guys have this spiritual gift of wisdom on multiple levels, but I do feel like you may be asked to speak on spiritual topics, or to speak on like that, to where you can utilize your spiritual knowledge with your corporate high-level business knowledge and merge them together. Okay, for those of you who are not in corporations or other things, that's a very specific example. So that may just be for some of you pile 2, but for those of you who've been wanting to, I feel like they're showing me speak, so this is like throat chakra, like really speaking in front of groups. They're reminding me of like TED Talks or podcasts or other things where you're going to be speaking to people honestly about kind of the laws of the universe. It's like you have an in-depth knowing of how to manifest. What I'd like to say is like that you are an extremely great manifester. And it all comes from your heart chakra. So you know how to do business, relate with people, all from the heart, because you are such a enlightened soul. Okay, we have baby steps next. Okay, and this says action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Okay, so take the baby steps. Some of you, I feel a little fear coming from the idea of talking in front of people or changing your career, changing what you know. Okay, I feel like you're very comfortable in what you know, but I feel like what you know is increasing exponentially right now. And so you're really going through this time yourself of a death and rebirth, and you also bring that knowledge and energy to others. And then we have, I don't know if I would say this correctly, but High Wreath, maybe? High Wreath. And this says longing for home, homesick for the stars. So some of you really may be, because you're such old souls and not from here in your original plan, okay, you may be a little homesick. Spirit's acknowledging this, but you really are here on the planet to teach and train others, okay? I'm laughing because some of you, like, maybe, like, doomsday preppers a little bit, you know? It's like, or you might, because this apocalypse energy, you understand what happens during that time. Yeah, beautiful. Awesome. What did I say? You're a manifester. Okay, so we have the sound of the universe. Okay, I said to show that again. Really look at that picture. Because you have such an internal knowledge there and the throat chakra, they are also showing that you may be into sound healing or something very special about your particular voice. Whether you like it or don't like it matters not. There's something very specific in your voice, the way that you're able to make sounds, whether those be like guttural sounds like the sound of the universe, the Om, or whether it be singing or whether it be talking, but they're really showing, like, through the throat chakra, you have a major gift. And this major gift, like your sound, really helps to change other people's DNA to these higher light codes. Remember, there is only light. You got that card. So when you are speaking, even just speaking or talking story with someone across the table, you're changing them at a cellular level, okay? And you're doing so in such a way, just naturally. But as you get on larger stages with people, it's like the sounds that you make are almost hypnotic. Like some of you, who was that guy from Parks and Rec? Anyway, that actor, I forget his name. So sorry, I forgot your name. But he's got this really charming voice that is just so, like, makes you want to take a nap. You know, it's like so relaxing. And I feel like you guys have something very unique about your voice because you got unique gifts. Okay? So even if you think that you sound strange or that your gift, even if it's not sound, but if your gift or how you do things to help, like, clear yourself, or you've got a special way that you do things and you've noticed that it helps people feel better, but it's so strange. They're saying, really, we're moving into the Aquarian age. We're there now, okay? Aquarians really respect and want to see, hear, and feel your uniqueness, okay? And so if you're Aquarian or have Aquarian placements, this is even all the more about you. The Spirit's really saying, allow your unique gifts to come out. So even if you've been doing a more, like, corporate or muggle type of thing, they're really wanting you to bring your magic out because you are a teacher. You are a wise old soul. And you're, I'm saying there's two major gifts. One is the gift of knowing, okay? this gift of, you may not know how you know, but you just know things, and you're able to train and translate that to others so that they're able to have the changes that they need. Sometimes you notice people change themselves just through a conversation with you. Okay, you're very, very good at working with the sub and unconscious mind, even if you're not conscious of it. The second is, I feel like you have a major gift with your, through the throat chakra, through your voice. Okay, so there's unique gifts and unique sounds that come from you that is truly out of this world. I feel like you bring it from your Andromedan and other star roots, that you bring this light gift with you. And then lastly, we have manifestia, okay? And so this has to do all with manifestation. So you are a prolific manifester. It's almost like you completely understand the magic behind turning sound into physical manifestations. And you're able to teach people the magic of the form. Whether you know that you know how to teach that or not, it's like you know how to train your voice and your language and what you're saying into physical manifestations. I feel like you're very prosperous, and if you have not been as prosperous as you wish, you're destined to be very prosperous, because you just have this beautiful manifesting ability. And as many times as maybe you start over, I feel like some of you have been knocked down and had to start over again. Like, you have this will, you know inside your heart of hearts that you are always taken care of. Because you have that nurturing, you also understand that the universe will nurture you and take very good care of you. So Spirit's really saying that they're applauding your trust. Like, you have been very trusting and trustworthy in your lifetime this go round, okay? So you guys are the great teachers of the piles so far, okay? The great teachers, and get out there with your unique and weirdness, even if you think that it's weird. That is part of your major spiritual gift. So out of all the things that come to you naturally, the weirdest one, okay, and it may have to do with sound, just given how the cards came out there, the weirdest one is going to be the one that's actually the most effective for other people. So let your weird light shine. We are in the Aquarian age, okay? You are old souls, regardless of your physical age, and you're really badass beings. You are the divine feminine, regardless of what your physical gender representation is right now. And you're the divine feminine in her badass warrior goddess and wise grandmother stage, okay? And so you're in that wise stage of your life, regardless of your age, and Spirit wants to acknowledge that. So please let your unique gifts, those of you who are a little higher in years, they're saying that for some of you who are a little older and feel like, oh, you can't teach a new dog, old dog new tricks, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what's in it for me kind of thing. They're showing that your spiritual gifts are even developing even farther. And so it's like, they're saying, don't be set in your ways. Allow yourself to go through that transformation and use your age, okay, as an excuse to just be, to display your gifts in whatever way that you choose. So if your gifts are a little bit different, wear your age like a badge of honor, and allow yourself to bring those gifts forward, because there's a lot for you still to do, okay? It's a really big with that, because they're showing like and this is showing like age 65 or older, okay? So it's like, if you're in that age group, they're really showing that you're leveling up in a whole new way, and it's very important for you to use these particular gifts and to use the knowledge that you have, and whatever it is that you think might be weird, okay, do it anyway, okay? Get you a group of people. If it's like weird sounds that you make, get you a group of people in a cool acoustic space and do some sound healing, all right? Allow yourself to have those friends and people that will help, because you don't know all that you're doing to assist them in their ascension, okay? So Spirit's really wanting to say that just because something seems weird to you doesn't mean that it isn't a gift, okay? So move forward with that. You have a lot to train and to teach others with, and they really want to acknowledge that, and they're saying get to work. Okay, so thank you so much, group 2. Beautiful gifts. I'm very stoked for you. I would love to sit and have a conversation or listen to one of the weird sound sensations. Okay, so until next time, thank you and aloha. Aloha, group 3. This is if I could talk, sorry. This is, we're going to look into your most prominent spiritual gift for this lifetime, okay? And so we're just going to look at a little fun reading here on what your spiritual gift that is most prominent and natural. Please do like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button. All of those things help my channel to grow and expand. Let's get right into it. So we have, you chose with the stone lapis lazuli. I don't know if this will come into focus. We're having kind of a rainy day today. Okay, so lapis is that dark, dark blue with little gold flecks in it. So originally, this was only worn by royalty, okay? So already, I feel like you are in the spiritual world, royalty, okay? So for you to have chosen this third group, it's telling me that you are highly spiritually evolved, a highly evolved soul. You're one who may have royal roots through your blood lineage and may not even know it, okay? So some of you, Spirit saying genealogy, so some of you may need to check into your genealogy to see if you are indeed actually royal in some part of your genealogy. Okay, wow. All right, so your archetypes, we have the Starborn. We have the Shaman, or some places call it, say, Shaman. And then we have the Anima Mundi. Okay. In this lifetime, you guys, you really can do it all. So you are not from here, okay? So being Starborn, you are definitely from somewhere else in the galaxy. I relate to this 100-fold, okay? What that means is that you bring with you your knowledge from where your energy originated, okay? With being the shaman, this is showing me your greatest job, your greatest gift that you have, group 3, is really being able to traverse the worlds, okay? The shaman's able to go through, the Anima Mundi is the universe, all that is spiritual occult knowledge, the knowledge of the everything, okay? And you really have that, and you have this major gift of knowing that's just part of your DNA and ancestry, because you are not from Earth originally. You are one of the star seeds and light workers that are here to help Earth in their ascension process. Okay, so your spiritual gift is really being able to go traverse the worlds so that you're able to help others, okay? In this lifetime, whether you are royal or not, people do come to you for advice. I do feel like you're well respected, and I feel like if people don't respect you, that you get very upset about that, because you can feel into your royalty and your heritage and what you're here to do. I feel like many of you are going to feel like you have a very solid mission on what it is that you're here for, and you may not know the what or the why, but you're really here to lift humanity. But there's this sense of you being here on a mission. This shaman energy is you're really able to help to change the energies within someone, okay? So to help them to heal, or to help them to be more prosperous, whatever it is that they want. Like, you're able to help get people what they want. Your first card out of the deck for the secret language of light is manifestation. You are a prolific manifester, which I would expect no less, because again, you are connecting with a different planet, and for many of you, a different galaxy altogether. And so you're really connecting in different lights, and you have an advanced knowledge of manifestation. Some of you might even be teaching others the art of manifestation, because it is so easy for you. For those of you who have had a harder time, that simply has to do with resistance. So if you're feeling a lot of contrast, if you will, or like, now I've been through all these hard times, or whatever, you really are a prolific manifester. So they're showing me like a light switch going on, like having that aha moment, and then things just filtering in easy peasy. So once you have that aha moment, it's like the universe takes very, very good care of you, pile 3, because you are here to help birth the new dimensional realities for Mother Gaia. Okay, being a shaman, you may call yourself a shaman. You may already know that you have those abilities, but I feel like for many of you, you somewhat know that you have the abilities, and you're kind of private about it, but there's just something magic about you. So people acknowledge and they can see the magic about you, and so they're drawn to you, and they may not know why, okay? Because it's like, I feel like most of you are very good looking people, okay? But even if there's nothing like so spectacular about you, or you don't feel like there's something so spectacular, people are drawn to you like magnets. Their spirit's showing me the bug zapper analogy. So I always laugh. A friend of mine and I would joke when we go to the grocery store. I'm like, we're like bug zappers, because you know how there's the light in the bug zapper, and the bugs are all drawn to it, you know. It's like we'd go into the grocery store and we'd have people like right up on us, like nearly touching our skin, just to be close to us. And it's not us that they were really thinking about, it's just that it was the energy, okay? And this I gotta tell you guys, this 6-foot rule, I'm okay if that stays forever. Sorry, Charlie. Side note on your tarot here is, I very much appreciate the space that happens. As an empath and as a shaman myself, and not a starborn, I'm also starborn from elsewhere, so people are very attracted to me and my energy, even if I'm not saying anything. And so it's like, it's nice to be able to actually have space, because I was in the line one time waiting to check out at the grocery store, and this couple was standing so close to me having their conversation that I could feel his breath on my neck, like there. It's not okay. So next up is enlightenment. Okay, so you are here to help others to enlighten themselves, and you're also here to connect people with their soul tree. Okay, and I feel like some of you are figuring out and finding your soul tribe and soul tree companions. Again, genealogy popped up again for me, so some of you may be doing your DNA, or really trying to delve into your next pieces. Okay, that's it, they said. All right. Oh, because there's 3 here. So we have Angel of Love. So you really are here to bring love and that unconditional, universal love to people that helps them. You work in that realm with the angels, with the other beings, like as a shaman. And I don't mean the like, you know, hippified version of shaman where any, you know, Tom, Dick, or Harry's calling themselves a shaman because they feel like they can wave a stick or something. Like, no, this is you truly being in that energy of being able to alchemize the energies for change and transformation. Okay, and you do that through love, and you do that through just naturally. That's your natural state. So you're really coming from this royal line. Or if you're not a royal line, your birthday may be, you might be royal on your birthday if you look at the card system. So it's called My Destiny cards. You can look up this app, but for instance, I'm resonating with this stone, and I'm a king of diamonds in my birthday. Okay, so so some of you may be resonating, and even if you don't have royal genealogy, you may be royal in your life path. Okay, we have fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Okay, so that's the heart there. All right, and then you have seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. So one of your skills is channeling in the information from spirit, from your star planet, from your peoples, right down into your crown chakra, and integrating that with your heart. So you really are upper level chakras, are your main modes of transportation, inspiration, change. Okay, so you really delve in to your heart space. Okay, and it's because you know the secrets of the universe. I'm not saying that you can't ground down, because you do. You're a manifester. Okay, but you really know how to move past the limits of the matrix. Okay, so it's really beautiful. It's like if you have a thought, it's almost instantly made into creation, because it goes straight from your crown chakra to your heart. Okay, we have vulnerability. One of your gifts, and this may be a gift that you are growing into, is vulnerability. Understanding that to be vulnerable in society's eyes is actually a strength. Okay, meaning that you're able to talk about your emotions, and some of you, I feel like you're coming to mastery of that in this lifetime. So where it may not be easy for you, where I feel like the shaman stuff and connecting with your spirit teams, that's the easy part for you. Translating your own personal vulnerability or asking for help, or that's not always easy for you, but you'll do it anyway. So you'll do what it takes to make the change, to make the vibration correct. So Spirit's acknowledging that even when it's hard for you to speak about your emotions or what's in your heart, you do it anyway, and they're really acknowledging how brave that is for you to use your vulnerability. But what that has done has created this whole kind of world, okay, of transformation. You've got this butterfly in a pyramid up there through this vulnerability. You've got the lotuses that are growing. You've got the crystals. You've got the energy coming off from here. So you can see how when one person opens and is vulnerable, it creates a chain effect. Okay, we have beyond the mind. You're able to go beyond the mind. Okay, you're able to go in the realm of spirit. That is your main gift, is that shaman. You're that shapeshifter. You're able to traverse the worlds to bring back the healing, to bring back the energy, to bring back the information that's needed. Okay, you really understand how to mold the fabric of the matrix so that you can have the desired results. You're going to be very successful in working with people. Okay, whether that be through business or healing arts, you decide. Some of you may be working with people who have issues with mental health, because a shaman will always see a fellow shaman in someone who has mental health issues. Some of you may have suffered from mental health in your younger years, as in depression, possibly ADHD, in your younger years or previously as you were growing, because you know that you're not from this earth. And so there's a feeling of not being from here, and because you had the shaman tendencies, you really had to learn all of the earthen energies and all of the emotions. This is where the vulnerability is. They're saying you have been so brave, because sometimes I feel like some of you have been made to look crazy or something from what you can see because someone else couldn't see it. But it didn't mean that it wasn't there, and it didn't mean that you were on drugs or doing something inappropriate. You know, it's like, but you're able to see differently and dimensionally differently than others. And so Spirit's acknowledging that sometimes that's, you know, uncomfortable to say what you need, but you are able to go beyond your mind. You're able to go out into the everything, and you're able to swim in the nothing and really be able to bring back that information and the energy to people. Okay, you are highly elevated in your evolution. Not everyone's going to understand you, so Spirit's making it abundantly clear that they understand you. You do have a soul tribe of people, because you have soul tree here, of people who are from your home planet or have similar energies to you, or also shamans, that you're going to find. If you haven't found them yet, you're going to find them very soon, and it's going to help you to feel a little more grounded on earth, so you can complete your mission. And then we have alignment. Your major gift is alignment. You know how to align all the energies. Look at those dolphins there, and the dragonfly in the middle. All right. You align your energies, and you're able to align others, and it's because you can go beyond your mind. It's because you can get vulnerable. It's because you can articulate your emotions, even if you don't feel good at it, even if you don't feel worthy in the moment. You do it anyway, and because of that, you're able to get into alignment, and you're able to teach to others. Some of you may be moving into like a coaching profession, because I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to start getting paid well for this shaman work. Okay, and so for some of you, there's a very specific message for some of you, group 3, that are in the corporate world. So take this as it resonates. If you're not in the corporate world, this may not be for you. Okay, so that are in the corporate world right now, there's many of you that have been asking to go into a more spiritual profession, or you've been really feeling into your abilities. Like, I feel like with this egg kind of cracking here, that at different phases in your life, you go through changes, and you go through changes in such a way where it's like your DNA from your home planet starts to advance, and you start to have like abilities that you didn't know that you had, or like certain things, like for some, like your hearing gets better, like almost like Superman-ish, you know. For me, when that all started happening, my hearing got like way better, internally and externally. But what also happened was I started to get like synesthesias, so I would feel like certain sounds became feelings in my body, most of which were very unpleasant. And so I've been working with my nervous system on that. But as you get things moving in, you might notice some very differing abilities that happen. Those of you that are in the corporate world, like I was saying, you may have been wanting to do a more spiritually based business. And it's showing me this alignment is happening so that you can have that. I do see you guys working with people, either coaching them, or like, I don't feel like this is like the traditional health and wellness clinic. I feel like this is somewhat of a combination between like the Western world and the Eastern world, between like the shaman stuff and what you've learned in your corporate world, which there was some translation of that in group 2 as well. Okay, so I feel like those of you that are in corporate, you're making a shift to these more spiritual things, but I feel like you're going to use what you have learned in your corporate profession to really call in and align your tribe of people. So it is going to be useful what you've learned in the beginning of your life and career. I do feel like for many of you, though, there's a career change that's happening that's going to be more entrepreneurial and more your actual business. Like where you feel aligned. Because right now I feel like for some of you, you make good money, but you don't feel aligned in your workplace, where others, you're just searching for the correct workplace for yourself, and they're saying this alignment is occurring for you to really be your true self and your true colors, and go from there. Okay, they said one more card, something completely different. So they asked for one more card, different deck, and it says flexible. Perfect. So they're asking you to be flexible at this time, because I do feel like there's some changes happening for you personally, hence this vulnerability coming out. Okay, so this wasn't meant to be an advice reading, but they are indicating that some flexibility is needed at this time, because there's a change that's happening to your day-to-day life, to how you see things and do things. But you are major, you guys. So group 3, you are supreme beings. You are quite enlightened already, and growing more so every day, because as you become higher in your levels of light, you're helping others to achieve that as well. So some people are just waking up. You came to this world with a mission. Your greatest gifts, spiritual gifts this round, is the shaman and the starborn. Okay, so you truly are the shaman. You can see, you understand the mechanics and the working of the universe innately, and so you're able to navigate it almost like a game. It's almost like Game Earth, you know what I mean? Like round 1, and then you do the next things, but it's almost like a game to you, and you're really able to take some of the most unusual things by swimming in the void and make that diamond of it. Okay, make that crystal. That's that diamond that's back on this side. All right, you're able to bring the inside out, the outside in. Truly a shaman in every sense of the word, and you're able to bring your gifts from where you originate from. Okay, really beautiful. Like, I feel like you can like make something out of just about nothing. Like, you're really gifted in your skills, whether you know that or not yet. Okay, so amazing shaman, just magic. You're able to manifest things almost out of thin air. You help people in ways that are seemingly unusual, but it'll change their life forever. I feel like there's many people who have had encounters with group 3, and they might have been swift encounters, but they feel like, wow, man, I'll never forget group 3. That person changed my life. And you're just going about your day-to-day vibe, doing things how you do them, because it's so natural to you. Okay, so Spirit is saying that you may be heightened, sorry, I had to search for the word, in your senses at this time, because you're moving to higher levels of light and integration of your innate gifts, and so they're saying be patient with that. You are going through this enlightenment and alignment process. Okay, so anything else? Nope, they said wrap them up. Okay, so those are your spiritual gifts, group 3. Thank you so much, and until next time, aloha.